Jeremy to come and say hi. We're not going to spend a lot of time with him because he's very busy taking care of patients. And I just want to see how he's doing. So let's see if he shows up. We could be having technical difficulties. Can't hear you. No sound. Oh, damn. Can you guys better now? Can you guys hear me better now? No sound? There you go. Okay, good. Sorry, you guys. I think I might have had the audio down. Sound is back. Yay. Hi, Dr. Sean. How are you? Nice to be with you guys. Anyway, we're waiting for Jeremy Foust. I had a long conversation with him the other day. He's a very charismatic ER doctor who also teaches at Harvard, and he's head of the ER department at, as I said, Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston. Hi, Julia. Let's see if Pete Jeremy's here. Okay, hold on. Are you there? Oh, here you are. Okay, let's try to get Jeremy on the horn, as they say. We're waiting for him, and hopefully it'll be fine. How are you guys doing today? Hi from Charlottesville. Hey, Jeremy, can you hear me now?
I can. It's perfect.
Oh, yay.
Hi.
Awesome. Well, great. Thank you for spending a few minutes with us because I know you're really busy. Tell us what the situation is today.
Well, it's sort of the same. You know, we're seeing a lot of patients. I'm going to walk in this hall here, and it's kind of simmering. We see a lot of patients. We have our PPE, but we're rationing. And I wanted to also introduce you to some of my colleagues.
Oh, that would be great. I would love that. We'd all love to say thank you to them, Jeremy.
Yeah, let me see if I can get some folks in here. This is my friend Chris Ball.
Pretty busy. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for all you're doing.
Sure.
How's it going?
It's going okay. I think morale is good right now for us. We're seeing a little less volume, which is a gift for us. We're looking at that as a time to prepare because we do expect to get a lot busier.
Yeah. When do you think the apex will be for you guys?
My best guess is a couple of weeks, but it's hard to say. I think we learn a little more each day around how accurate that's going to be.
Yeah. Well, thank you again for everything you're doing. How are you feeling? Are you doing okay?
Thanks for asking. I think it's been amazing for family, friends, neighbors to give support to us working in the medical field right now. And so I think we're all feeling that right now.
Well, if you ever felt underappreciated, I know that that you've never been more appreciated. And people, I think, around the country have, if they didn't, I've always respected the medical community so much, but I think people realize what you all do each and every day. And thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Very welcome.
All right, I got some more peeps for you. I got two more.
Okay.
These are people who made sure I didn't get fired, and then one of my residents. So you know, these are friends of mine. So
good.
This is Joshua Kosowski.
Hi, Joshua. How are you?
We're doing great.
Are you?
We are. We're practicing social distancing, but in spite of that, we are working together as a team with our doctors, together with our nurses, PAs, techs, respiratory therapists, and it's really bringing us together as a team and showing how important that is.
You know, Dr. Pouchy said, I read somewhere that he had a glimmer of hope that some of the social distancing and the isolation and the stay, you know, shelter in place, whatever you want to call it, people staying at home, seems to be having an impact. Do you find people in Boston are really taking this seriously?
I think they are. It's challenging if you have a 2-bedroom apartment and you've got 4 people in 3 generations living together, and one of whom has to work for an essential service. It is challenging. But in spite of that, I think the fact that we are seeing a very gradual peak as opposed to a sharp spike is indication that people are really taking it seriously.
And are you able to mitigate the symptoms and help people? I've noticed a lot of people who are succumbing to this are older. Can you tell us some success stories, Doctor? I think we'd all like to hear some of those.
Sure. Certainly older folks are the ones who are most susceptible. We're seeing young people come in with pretty bad symptoms. Most of the time, we can manage the symptoms and often can send those patients home. For our sickest patients, we support them on ventilators, and we've had success in weaning people off ventilators and getting them.
That's awesome. Whoops, sorry, we just froze a little bit. Are you there?
And have them come out the other end intact.
Katie, it happened
Yeah,
again. My mom called. It happened again. My mom called. This is ridiculous.
Tell your mom hi. And do you guys have enough ventilators?
We do.
So you're lucky.
We have enough ventilators for now, and we have contingency plans for additional ventilators if we need them over the next 2 weeks.
That's awesome. And also I'll let you go. Thank you so much. Hey,
I want to
Jeremy,
meet one more person. This is
it-
the future. This is the future. Is this
what
cool?
about, oh,
Okay.
wait, hi.
Hi there.
This is Dr. Privolo, but well, yes, go ahead.
Oh, well, before you introduce me to her, tell me about the bed situation. Do you guys have enough beds in your hospital? Are you having to use other facilities for additional beds?
So right now we're good. And also one of the things that's really helping is the mayor's office is doing a lot of work to make sure that people like homeless people have a place to go, because isolation is the best thing because we can't have this thing spreading. So, good policy trickles down. Right now we're okay, but we're really worried that when the floodgates open, they open majorly. And so that's, as Dr. Bond, Dr. Kosowski just said, we sort of have to prepare for that. But at the moment, we're okay.
Yeah, and are you using those new tests from Abbott Pharmaceuticals?
No, we have in-house, right? Yeah, we have our own in-house testing here. But those rapid tests will, any more testing that's rapid is welcome because, like I said, uncertainty is the big issue. So we know where the problem is. Right,
and you can isolate those people and keep them from giving it to other people. Introduce me to your other friend.
Okay, this is Dr. Privolo, Jenny Privolo.
Hi, Ms. Chris.
Hi.
She's a resident physician and will be an attending before you know it, and she's awesome.
And this is it's Jenny.
Nice. Thank you.
Jenny.
Nice to meet you. Yes,
Nice
Jenny.
to meet you too. I see you've got your protective gear on. Do you guys have enough of that?
Yes, currently, I can't speak to the future, but for right now, we have enough protective gear. We are being very careful with our protective gear and conserving and reusing it as we can. But for right now, we're good. There's been a huge effort hospital-wide to mobilize the resources that we need. So we're doing okay.
Wow, as a young doctor, as a resident, I mean, Jenny, are you thinking, holy shit, what am I getting myself into? Excuse my French, everyone.
Well, it's what we all signed up for. We're actually getting to fulfill our mission, which is to help people at their time of greatest need. So I know it's really special for me and for other doctors who are, working on the front lines. This is why we were trained. This is it.
And this is why you do what you do. This is, someone asked if this is Mass General. No, this is Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston with the great Jeremy Foust. I hope your mom's watching. Does she know how to get Instagram Live, Jeremy?
I think she's like closer. If she saw the other one, she loved it. She was very
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, if you guys, I would love you to maybe keep a diary, and we'll put it in my newsletter, Wake Up Call, which we put out every single morning for people who don't want to be, watching the news 24/7 because
Right.
It kind of increases your anxiety level. We give all the major points, and we'd love for you guys, maybe some of your team could just write a little bit about what they saw the day they had, and
Sure.
how to inspire everybody, and also an opportunity for us to spotlight your incredible work. We would love that.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. We're as Jenny said, this is the honor of a lifetime for us to be able to do this. As long as we have the support in terms of the equipment and also just knowing the love from the community, it means a great deal to us. So we will do our part.
Before we go, because I don't want to keep you, because you have a lot of things to do. But Jeremy, for people watching, what would you tell them in terms of their own personal behavior? They need to continue to stay at home.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah.
What else?
That's right. We really have to stay at home, really minimize any contact you have. For my parents, for example, one of them has grocery duty, but not the other. Those kinds of things. Just whatever you could do to flatten that curve and reach out to each other and kind of get us through this. The thing that's going to drive everyone crazy is if we don't have any outlet. Well, last night, my wife and I, we watched an episode of Veep just because we needed to do something else. And it wasn't even that funny, but we laughed like crazy.
Oh, come on.
No.
What do you mean it wasn't that funny?
No, it's just an off episode. I love that show, okay? A friend of mine writes for that show. I'm going to get killed. I love that show. But it's like when you need it most, you just you laugh at anything. You were laughing at my jokes yesterday. That must be a sign of something.
No, I think you're funny. And by the way, you should watch Tiger King. If you want to feel normal, watch Tiger King, because that is some weird ass shit.
All right. I will.
Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it. I will report back.
Woo! Really crazy. It's crazy stuff. All right, Jeremy, let's do this again. Bye, Jenny. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay, thanks again for all you're doing.
All right, talk to you soon.
Okay, bye,
All right,
guys.
bye, Katie.
Bye.
Awesome.